What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to talk about the new mythic hero Mythic coming soon in the game. We don't have any date yet, but we have the details of the skills, so we are going to talk about that. You are going to see she is pretty interesting, and after that we are going to talk about some news because we received the preview patch note today. So, let's begin with Mythic here. She is a support hero with a blue mark from the Hidden Wave faction, and she is, you know what, an HP burning hero. Yeah, of course she is an HP burning hero. We waited for having a mythic hero capable of doing some HP burning damage, and this is the one. So interesting also, she has a great mechanic, a great passive. I think she's gonna be a bit similar to Little Jack in some way, not as effective, but she is gonna increase your direct damage and dot damage passively depending on the number of debuffs the targets have. Really interesting. So let's begin with the first basic attack. 4 stages of attack to a single enemy, and if you kill the target, she's gonna land another attack on other enemy instead. Pretty interesting so far. If she is in the second form, Way of Ocean, yeah, she has 2 different forms, and on the first one she doesn't apply any HP burning, but on the second one I guess she applies some. We don't have the details about the second form, so this is gonna be a surprise when she's gonna be released. Super strong when she's in Way of Ocean status. If she lands the basic attack, each stage has a chance to inflict Wet 2 and Cold 2 for 2 turns. This is amazing. This is really strong. This is the basic attack. You have Wet 2 and Cold 2 on the basic attack. You just have to put another hero to bring an attack down on the basic attack, and then with the pursuits you have all the debuffs on the enemy, and so you are safe. Amazing. And deals extra damage based on Mythic's max HP. This extra damage is considered as HP burning damage, and bosses are gonna take more damage. Pretty nice. First active skill, damage to all enemies with a chance to inflict confused on them for 2 turns and refreshes the duration of all their debuffs. This is completely amazing. All attribute debuffs, all dots, you are gonna refresh the duration. This is just amazing, an amazing skill. And for PvP it's gonna be also really amazing because the confusion can be really strong. Imagine having a confusion on your hero. You are focusing one specific hero in the opponent team, then you are gonna target a random enemy instead. This is so powerful. And there is a chance to inflict also Suffocated 2 for 2 turns on the targets, on all enemies if you are under Way of Ocean form. Suffocated is so great. Imagine all cooldowns of enemies are in cooldown. You are putting Suffocated on them, then they are forced to pass their turn. They cannot act because Suffocated, they can't use the basic attack. Pretty strong. If you are using her with Ben Austin, for example, maybe it's gonna be a strong combo because you are gonna increase the cooldown of enemies. Same comment for Lydia. Pretty interesting so far. The passive, when she is alive, she's gonna increase enemies' direct damage and dot taken. The more the layers of debuffs on the enemy, then the better the bonus is. Pretty strong, right? Increases the effect on the enemy who takes damage dealt by Mythic, so Mythic is gonna deal more damage to the target, and increases her own turn meter when the enemy acts for an extra turn. This is really interesting in terms of PvP. You have many heroes such as Asindo who are taking extra turns, you have Popper who is taking an extra turn, and you have other heroes doing that, so it's pretty strong, I think. Finally, the ultimate, she's gonna enter in the second form, the Way of Ocean, and summon a Manta Ray to attack all enemies and deals damage with a chance to inflict a drowned for 2 turns. When enemies are under drown status for the first time, they are gonna take some damage, and every turn they are gonna take some damage considered as HP burning damage, and bosses are gonna take more damage. Interesting so far. If the enemy is inflicted with drowned, again in the duration, deals the remaining dot of the previous one immediately. That means if you play multiple times the ultimate, when the enemy is already under drowned, then you are gonna inflict twice the damage of HP burnings. Pretty strong, right? So, exclusives. The first one, if she is under Way of Ocean status, is going to reduce the cooldown of her ultimate by 2 turns when she casts Deepwater Phantom, the ultimate. So every time you're going to use the ultimate, it's going to be reduced, the cooldown is going to be reduced by 2 turns. This is amazing. If she is under Way of Ocean status, grants her extra effect hit and mastery, so she's gonna deal more damage. Pretty strong. Love that first exclusive. The second one, when she is alive, confused and suffocated, inflicted by allies, cannot be blocked or cleansed. And this is so great, in fact. That means if the enemy has a block debuff, you can still inflict that on enemies, and this is really strong because you have a Nordak, for example, who can apply a block debuff for 2 turns, or you have also Pauline. Then this is really nice and you can't cleanse it, so the enemy won't be able to use the basic attack. It's available for pursuits. It doesn't work when you have suffocated, so pretty strong. And the confusion is great, so enemies are gonna target random enemies in your team. Imagine having a Ben Austin in front of you, then Ben Austin is gonna be confused, he's gonna target the wrong heroes, and the heroes under suffocated status won't be able to pursue the targets. So it seems pretty strong for PvP, right? If she is under Way of Ocean status, the enemy with any 2 or more of confused, suffocated or drone has a chance of failing to cast active skills. She can inflict with one skill both confused and suffocated at once, and with the ultimate she can inflict droned. So if the target has 2 or more of these effects, they can basically, how do you say that? Miss their skills. That means it's like an Horrify. They are gonna try to use their skills, but it's gonna fail. And basically they are gonna have their skill in cooldown. This is so strong. And this chance is not affected by effect hit or resistance, okay. And finally, the exclusive 3 increases the effect taken by enemies withdrawn from Addictive Dreamland. This is the second active, this is the passive. So if you have drowned on enemies, you are gonna increase even better the damage they are gonna take from direct damage and dot damage. Pretty strong, right? Triggers drowned damage for once immediately after Lethal Tornado deals damage. And so you are gonna put trigger the damage of drowned every time you're gonna cast that. So probably against bosses, thanks to the third exclusive, you're gonna deal way more damage. Against waves also, and in PvP also. So, we don't have the details about the second form yet. Probably she's gonna deal more damage and inflict some HP burnings. But so far, it looks so promising. Tell me what you think about that in the comment below. She looks so freaking great. And I think that I'm gonna convert my Melchior into her, because we are gonna have, remember, during the 2 next weeks, a free conversion stone, mythic conversion stone. This is interesting, this is so great, so I can't wait to try her. So next thing we are gonna talk about now, the patch note, okay. So let me hide that a moment. So we are gonna go in the game here. Okay, let's go to that screen and let's talk about the details. Okay, so first of all, next week, this week we are gonna have the banner, either Veronica, Melias, Livel and Thanatos, as I said on my previous video. We are gonna also have the Double the Legend this weekend, so if you summon during this weekend, the first legendary hero is gonna give you another legendary hero for free. Doesn't count for the banner, as always. It's been a year, so this is gonna begin the year, the first anniversary of the game. The events for the first anniversary are gonna begin this at the end of the week, so it's pretty exciting. So you are gonna have a sign-in event to have a 5-star Dragon Egg, Epic Hero Makin, and a Mythic Conversion Stone. So you are gonna be able to convert 1 hero for free thanks to this stone. You are gonna have a new events, new space temples, on which you can acquire a legendary Phantom Dragon Eye for free, so you're going to be able to increase the exclusive level of your heroes, and this is going to be so great. I have one hero. I don't know who to put an exclusive on. I did Lysander recently to exclusive 3. I have a video coming soon on him, and you are gonna see that the exclusive 3 is amazing on him to deal damage. Really one of the strongest bleeder in the game. And I think for now I don't have heroes. I have Bull. I would love to have the exclusive 3 on Bull, so it could help me also for the GVE. So I'm waiting for him, and I'm waiting for the first copy of Popper to put exclusives on him. Would love to get Popper. So enough about that. Then we are gonna have the Magic Clear event. This is this kind of event, okay, during which you can acquire no legendary hero, no limited hero. It is not mentioned, no new limited hero is mentioned here, so it's pretty positive. We are gonna have a holiday pass during which you can acquire more stuff for free and more stuff if you want to buy the pass. You can buy basically for 20 euros, 14 euros, sorry, a lot of supreme wishes, extra gems and some food, so it's pretty interesting. You are gonna have something really important, the Lucky Golden Eggs event, during which you are gonna be able to use some items to break eggs and get rewards, and as a reward you're gonna have the exclusive Legend Hero Selection chest. So normally, remember, inside this chest you can buy it for 5,000 gems normally for free, and inside you can select one of the 3 limited heroes, Pauline, Nicholas, and the last one is Little Jack. Okay, so 3 great heroes. I would recommend for PvP to take whether that hero or Nicholas if you need the exclusives on them. Nicholas is great and more versatile. You can use him in many contents, and also he is the best hero to have for the new content, the Guild versus Environment. So if you have the exclusive 2 at least on him, you can perma-freeze enemies, so he is your best ally for PvE. But Little Jack here, he is gonna help you deal crazy amount of damage in dungeons against bosses, but he's not gonna be useless in PvP, so maybe Nicholas is a better choice. Okay, for that, then we are gonna have a good deal, some good deals, some new packs here, a new series of pack, during which you are gonna have 7 packs in total, and if you buy the first one, you are gonna unlock the second one, if you buy the second one, the third one, etc. And if you buy all the 6 first packs, the 7th one is gonna be given for free. I don't know how much it is gonna cost, but maybe it's gonna have a good items inside. Maybe it's gonna be really pay to win, but today you already have so many things pay to win in the game, so having this kind of deal is not gonna change anything to the pay to win aspect of the game. So then you are gonna have the rolling diamonds. They are gonna reset, in fact, the double diamonds you are gonna acquire by purchasing this pack, so it's gonna still be doubled as it was before, so 6,500 gems double here, for example. And then we are gonna have some surprise, and they are saying maybe you can be the first one to find them out. So I don't know anything about that. Exciting features now on the Forge. Here we are finally gonna be able to convert our basic ores using 10 of them to acquire one big here. This is not a great deal, but still, imagine having 100, you can have 10 of these. So if you kept your level 4 and 5 star ingots here, then this is gonna be great. And if you are in my case here, I don't have any, so I'm gonna cry a bit and come back later. And this is gonna be great. And second thing, you are gonna be able to reroll the substats of your gear in the Forge, only on epic and legendary gear. But it's still really interesting. Imagine having a legendary piece of gear here. You can reroll one of the substats here by using 3 other legendary gear. Okay, it's really expensive, but imagine having 3 bad legendary gear and 1 top tier on which you want to reroll 1 substat, then it's gonna be so freaking great. Tell me what you think about that in the comment below, but I really love that. And final thing here, on the weathering costs, I think this is a buff, but on the productive toxicant here, they are saying Adjusted the bonus effect of productive toxicants in the watering cost. Now the skill can calculate 3 dots at most. So I don't exactly understand that. Maybe it is a buff, maybe we had some issues on it calculating the amount of dots owned by the boss. I don't understand that. We are gonna have to try and see if it does make a difference after the update. So guys, that was all for the video. It was a long one, hope you enjoyed it. If it's the case, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Have a nice day and see you soon. Bye bye.